Next up is Pamela Gerrand to will say a few words and sing Over the Rainbow.
There's so much love in this room. And I keep getting waves of joy and then tears and more love. And that's Nicole. She's here in every one of us. Anything that was not love, when you were around Nicole, just fell away. I first met Nicole and John when Jonah was a baby. My daughter Carly was one of Jonah's first babysitters 15 and a half years ago, and we kind of lost touch for a decade or so, and 3 years ago when the family was going to be heading to Mexico, Nicole got in touch and said, "Remember me?" And I said, "I sure do. You're pretty hard to forget." She wanted to come over and do some sound healing sessions with me, which we did, and immediately, everything that people have shared about Nicole's depth and spiritual seeking and desire to always embody more of her truth and her wisdom and her love. And she basically said, "I'm coming to clear the house." And I said, "Well, not the cleaning lady." She said, "No, this house." Vibrationally. And I said, "Well, you just come over and let's see what unfolds." And this magical journey of the past 3 years has been this bond, this beautiful friendship, where Nicole, I felt every time I was with her, she was so real. She charged me to live my truth, to speak my truth, and to laugh. And I think about a couple of weeks ago, was the day that it was her last day of dialysis, and she knew that I was raising monarch butterflies. And I thought the morning of her last dialysis, I went to my butterfly enclosure, and there was a beautiful female butterfly that had eclosed that morning. And I thought, I'm going to call, I'm sure she's pretty focused on this being her last day of dialysis, but the one thing we know about Nicole is she lived this holy yes. And I think especially this past year, this past summer, John spoke about the fact that there was no fear. She wasn't afraid about leaving. In fact, I feel like Nicole had 1 foot on earth and 1 foot in heaven in the past 3 or 4 months. Because she lived that holy yes so purely that when I called that morning, I said, "Do you want to come with me to Shakespearean Gardens and release this butterfly?" And she said, "Yes, yes! This is the perfect thing to do on the day that I unplug." So we went, and in her inimitable way, with her wonder and her joy, we released this butterfly, and it was sacred and holy and beautiful and joyful, and there was this twinkling wonder in her eyes. And I thought, for someone who is getting ready to leave this plane, she embodied so much buoyancy that it was a blessing to be around her. And the Monday night, before she died on the Tuesday, I came over, and what a privilege it was to spend time with this beautiful family, sharing stories and singing kirtan. And I had been there on the Sunday afternoon when Nicole was quite weak and tired, but that Monday night, she really rallied, right, John? She was just full of energy, and we shared all these stories. And I looked at the pencil drawing on the wall of this baby, and I thought it was Jonah. She said, "No, that's Sky, Isabella, our baby daughter." And she told me all about when Sky was born. And I woke up at 3 in the morning because I realized as I was walking up the steps to their apartment, there were bagpipes floating across the river, playing music. And I listened. Was it Amazing Grace? No. At 3 in the morning, I realized that the song that was playing as I was walking up the stairs to your place was the song most people know from Outlander. It was the Skyboat song, which is spelled S-K-Y-E. At 3 in the morning, I went, oh my God, this was Sky's song. And I woke up, and the first thought I had was, I can't wait to call Nicole and go over today and tell her that story. The first email I opened that morning was John's message. Nicole got her wings. She flew last night at 11:30. And I went into the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I started to cry and I said, I wanted to tell you. And as I was looking in the mirror, I heard her voice so plainly and so clearly say, well, tell me now. I'm right here, silly. Tell me. And so I could feel her all around me as I shared the synchronicity of that story. And I opened the envelope that she had given me a month before, and she said, you'll know when to open it. So that morning, I opened the envelope with a beautiful, beautiful message and the words of love she had left me with, and this beautiful rose gold keychain inscribed, thank you for singing me over the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
May everything I accomplish be blessed by you, God. May everyone I loved be protected by you, God. May everything I haven't accomplished be completed by you, God. May everything I ever wanted find its fulfillment in you, God. Bless all those who have brought so much love and joy to my heart and have been so supportive around all this.